uniform doing won't believe. Flew out to Columbia.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Commanders and the Buccaneers, and it's coming up next.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. You look at this defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Well, now hang on here, because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Ready?
2nd and 13. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They are led out by their veteran quarterback, hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Potter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunity.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Second down, Cousins. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good last week. Over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Commanders, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry here for Robinson. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 16 carries, 83 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a change-up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go up the middle with White. There he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Opting to run again here with White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year. They got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now a hook up downfield on second down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins. This is caught by Robinson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Ready. 1st down, Buccaneers. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Ready. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Open man, it's Palmer. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And the Buccaneers 1st down.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. Clock running as Washington will try and hurry up. 2nd and 4. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 1st down, here's White. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Chris Godwin. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Cousins slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Cousins. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll run with Dobbins. And he's in. Touchdown Commanders. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Check right, check pitch, quick.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On third down, Cousins. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. A first down throw for Cousins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. To Evans on the slant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception. Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Cousins. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kirk Cousins. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They go with White on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Going right side is White. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Check pitch. Go.
They run straight ahead here with White. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Quick, yellow. Black wall. Yellow. Line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. They begin the drive with Robinson.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
So illegal touching, Charles. If you set foot out of bounds as a receiver, you can't be the first to touch it.
You nailed it on that one. You got to be mindful.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Down.
The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Ready.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
38. Hut, hut.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And boy, Mike Evans, he's in some discomfort. So we're going to stop play here as they pay attention to him. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Robinson here. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Robinson will try to pick it up. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Robinson up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Evans. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
Gain of 46 yards on the play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
On the draw, here's White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Play action now. Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for your kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
But Charles, a very simple